Oh, and this is how we get down. What's good, everybody? Welcome into a Sunday. And yes, we are live for week 11 in the National Football League. A very quick update. Right now, they're playing in Madrid, Spain. And it is 3-0 Dolphins, but the Commanders are setting up for a game-tying field goal. So now 3-3. Miami went off as a 2.5-point favorite. We'll update throughout the show. Now, over the course of the next 45 minutes or so, we have our best bets. We've got a bunch from the entire crew, and we have something that's going to pop my head off my shoulders. We'll get to that coming up just a little bit. Let's bring my guys in before I give ourselves some flowers that we desperately need here at the brand. Joining me today, my guy Raphael, my guy Mikey P, and gentlemen, Friday. You weren't really a part of it, Raphael. Mikey, you weren't really a part of it. But your boy, can you tell the good people, Raphael, who the hottest capper at Coaching Company is right now, please?
The guy that's named on the show, Coaching Company. Coach is the hottest capper, 12-4 in his last 16 plays. He has made a tremendous comeback on his nice
whoa, comeback. I never went anywhere. What are we talking about? It's almost as if you're keeping track of our records in our place. Just stop it. Stop it.
12-4 is 12-4. That's a great run.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, I apologize for the little choppiness. We had literally, guys, the worst rainstorm in the history of California yesterday. Literally all day. I didn't even leave the house. It was literally downpouring all day. But today it's a little bit better, so we'll see if the connection, Mike, you may have to take over if mine drops out here in a little bit. But I did want to show people before we get to our best bets, and then we'll break down some of the biggest games of the day. Look at how they keep the field in Madrid, Spain. What an incredibly beautiful city. And they have a newly renovated stadium. And so, guys, they put the field actually under the field. It's refrigerated. And then they bring it up and make the field what it is. And I'm assuming that we're probably locked right now, or that would be coming up as we speak. But I promise you, it's pretty cool. Mikey, did you see it?
I did see it. You know what's cooler than that, though, Coach? I've been
What's
waiting.
that?
I've been waiting
What?
for this because I know.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
There it is. Okay,
Awesome.
that actually gives me an opportunity to do this, Coach. I don't ever want to hear you say that I'm not committed to the brand. I don't ever want to hear you say that I don't give a damn about this brand, Coach.
Wait a second. You're raining on the field promo? Oh my god. Oh my god. I have people sending me memes on social media because of you right now. I swear to God. They said it's embarrassing that I have a member of the crew. Did you have to go to like an 80s store or a vintage store in order to get that shirt?
No, I went Back to the Future.
Oh, you're an idiot. Oh my God, Raphael, what are we doing? Shout out Old Navy.
Yeah.
Old Navy. Interesting. I didn't even know they were still in business. Thank you.
Me either.
Thank you. All right, guys, we got a lot to get into and not a whole lot of time to do it. As the Dolphins and Commanders are tied at 3-3, it's time to do our best bets. Raphael, my guy, start us off. What do you got today?
I know we're talking all NFL this morning, but don't forget today's the 112th Grey Cup today between Montreal and Saskatchewan in the CFL. It's a championship game today, so that is at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But my first NFL winner today is we're going to take the Chargers team total over 23.5. This one will probably go up to 24.5. I think the betting public will push this one over. Chargers have hit this number 5 straight games. Jags last 3 home games. They're averaging 27.6 points per game. Their defense, I think the Chargers put up a lopsided number against this Jags weak defense. And then give me Matthew Stafford. Under 37.5 pass attempts. This one opened up at 35.5. I'm shocked that it moved to 37.5. This one has gone under 4 straight games and 7 of the last 9. I can see a heavy run game from both teams. So I think 37.5 is just a big number. I'm going to take it under. And then give me Patrick Mahomes over 24.5 rushing yards. It's his goal so far this season. He said 6 out of 9 and 4 of his last 5. Just rushing attempts, I think, is a good number at 4.5 because I think the defense of Denver is going to be pressuring Patrick Mahomes, and I think the run lanes are going to be open for him to just run the ball. We cash this prop bet.
It's all hands on deck today. The Chiefs cannot lose this game to the Broncos. It's not even about the division anymore. It is about just getting into the playoffs at this point at 5-4. Now, if I'm going to call out the rest of the crew, then I got to call out everybody. What is our number one pet peeve when we send out emails or we don't use the email thread? Does that tick us off a little bit, Raphael? Yeah.
Yes.
Mikey? Interesting. So I'm looking at this graphic, and that is indeed the picks that I sent in originally. And then I realized the Dolphins had already started or were going to start. So last night, not this morning, last night, I sent another email and I said, take the Dolphins off, put the Giants on at +7. So I will verbally do it right now because somebody didn't read the email. And if you're looking, I know you're looking for proof right now. It's there, and I know you see it.
I
See it,
saw it.
Raphael?
I
Thank
saw
you.
it. I saw it last night.
Thank you, Raphael. Thank you. So I'm going to go with the Giants, although I can prove that I love the Dolphins today. You can see it on the screen, but I like the Giants +7. Jackson Dart said that he is going to play a little bit smarter, and I'm telling you right now, there is not a world that exists. Every time I say that, I just kick myself. The Packers are terrible. Their offense is terrible. They lost to the Panthers and scored only 10. They lost to the Eagles, scored only 7. So I'm getting 7. So prove me wrong, Green Bay. You don't have Tucker Kraft. You don't have a good offense right now. And I think the Giants, they have a spirit about them. They have motivation about them. They want to show their new head coach that they all deserve to have their spots on the Giants next year. So give me the 7. I'll take that. Also, a teaser today. This is in honor of my man, Mikey P, to show that there's no hard feelings. None whatsoever. I love the Bears today. Give me 8.5. On the other side, my dance partner, I'm going to take the Lions +8.5 because the Eagles are much like the Packers. Their offense right now absolutely stinks. The Lions are on fire. So you're going to give me over a touchdown? Obviously, most teasers are at -120, depending on your book. But I love the Bears and the Lions, a little NFC North teaser for me today. All right, Mikey P, you're up, big dog.
Well, say it with me, Coach. We have a little
Synergy.
Yeet. Give me the Bears on the money line. This is absolutely a with my heart pick. Battle for first place against the Minnesota Vikings. The Bears were crushing the Vikings in week 1 until J.J. McCarthy found his swagger in the fourth quarter and put up 3 straight touchdowns to win that game. I like the Bears to have improved since that matchup, so I'll take them on the money line. Then Baker Mayfield over 1.5 passing touchdowns. If they're going to beat the Buffalo Bills, they being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker's going to have a big day. Even if they keep it close, I like Baker to throw at least 2 touchdowns. Then give me the Rams team total over 26.5. Seattle Seahawks have a very good defense, but Matthew Stafford is playing at an MVP level. I think we can get 4 touchdowns out of the Los Angeles Rams. And then finally, because I know where I live on that beautiful kiss, Mahomes over 297.5 pass and rushing yards. It's all hands on deck, as a wise man once said to open this show about the Chiefs and Broncos game today. And I believe Patrick Mahomes will put it all on himself. And with no Isaiah Pacheco, I like Patrick Mahomes to run a bit more in this game as well.
He's going to do everything he needs to do. And by the way, I'll pay it back to you, Mikey, to show there's no hard feelings. I didn't put over your what's it called? Underdog play of the week on our college Saturday show. Can you tell the good people at home how many in a row? How many you have one upset pick? How many weeks in a row have you hit that, sir?
10 straight. We're now in double digits. We
asked the question 3 weeks. Could we get to 9? Could we get to 10? At that point, we were still at 6 and then 7. Oh!
Wait, real quick. There was some negativity in the Mikey P household yesterday because I was so hell bent on getting to 10-0 that I was superstitious. So every time West Virginia scored, I played Country Roads, and Mrs. Mikey P not happy that it's still stuck in her head this morning.
Hey, next time, just tell her to go to a farmer's market. Say, listen, I'm straight. I'm good. I'll see you in 4 hours. Go get me some strawberries. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said. But that's just me. All right. Now, we put it out there to the coaching company universe that if they have any best bets they want to play on a Sunday, it's all It's all love until it isn't. Now, we do have a bunch of straight plays. Let's go ahead and put them up there right now. And these are take a screenshot, and I'm going to play kind of in my mind a little competition on who has the best day. But we have all of these straight plays. So, DG, I see him in the chat. He's all over field goal kickers for us. So we have 4 today: Santos, Raquel, Little, and Panero. Now, if he was here, he would tell you that Little has done this in 4 out of 5 games, that Santos is a great kicker, but I don't need to do all that. Just play him and think us later. Then Marky Model, Tez Johnson, over 32.5 receiving yards, and he likes the over in the Packers-Giants game. If he was here, I would throw a coach's flag. Did he not just hear my analysis on the Packers? Mikey, did you hear my analysis on the Packers?
I did hear it. And I saw that there was an updated graphic, Giants +7 for the coach. I mean, we work quick in these parts.
Apparently, yeah, like you made that. Raphael, on the over in the Packers, because I come back to you not to illuminate a former over that you played, but you had a game this week where it was 0-0 at halftime on an over. So what advice would you give to Marky Model right now?
I would say wait, because 42.5s are popping up, and books are telling me we could probably see a 43 probably in the next hour. So if you're going to play the 41.5, just wait.
Why would you wait if you want to play the over?
Oh, I thought you were. I was talking about you're playing the under. I was looking at.
I'm not on the under. I just said that this should be an under. I'm not on the under.
Yeah,
I'm on the Giants +7.
But I have to interrupt. Denver's pretty much a solid +4.5 now at home. KC money continues to pound in. I'm a little bit shocked on that one. So if we're seeing 4.5 now, and the morning games have not even kicked off, or people have not started cashing, in the blink of an eye, we could probably see 5.
People, I am a Chiefs fan. Public service announcement: we don't cover. So stop pouring money in at 4.5 on the road in Denver. This is not even a home game. Let me double check that. This is not even a home game. All right. Now let's go to Big Tommy C, because he was sending in fun facts last night. So Tommy C is sending in fun facts. Damn it, I got to read it. So let's go to Big Tommy C. Here we go. Fun fact: Tampa Bay has covered the spread in each of the last 7 games following a loss. That feels like a little inside info there, Raphael. And then James Cook, receiving yards 15 plus. Mikey, you're always the one that is saying the Bills need to use James Cook more.
They absolutely have to. I mean, I would like to see him get more rushes out of the backfield to kind of help open up that offense. But if you're going to pass the ball, Keon Coleman is not the guy you thought he was. Khalil Shakir, I don't think we heard his name all season. So James Cook, use him as a dual threat, which is what he is. I like this easily if they actually give him the ball.
Okay.
And look at the wind that's going to be in Buffalo. They're expecting anywhere between 25 to 35 mile per hour winds. So that means screen passes would be a lot safer than going down throwing 30 plus yards.
Yeah, that would be great info when we actually talk about the Bucks and the Bills game coming up in about 5 minutes or so. That'll be game number 1 if you're writing it down, which I know many of you are. Mikey, what's going on in the chat right now? I feel like we have some stuff going on over here. Somebody said it worked well for Coach, LOL, from Walsey. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
He was talking about you telling Mrs. Mikey P, or telling me that I should tell Mrs. Mikey P to go to a farmer's market.
Oh, so since my marriage didn't work out, is that what he's saying?
Walsey coming in deep.
Walsey, you're coming in hot today. If I wouldn't have been divorced in 2014, I might be pissed off about that, but I've had time. I've had time to get over it. I've had 12 years to get over it. All right, Brandon from BetMGM tonight has 3 straight plays. If I can go full screen, because my eyes are so bad I can't read it. I swear to God. So let's go. Okay, I need a full screen. I swear to God, I need a full screen, like the whole screen. No, not yet.
Coach, I got you.
What are we doing? now I need the Zenometer. I still have straight plays to get to. I still have great straight plays. This is going off the rails already. I just need the full screen. Just this full screen. Can I have it full, please? Full. There you go. Perfect. Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt. There's a reason I can't read that. Over 30.5 rush yards. What are we doing? Chubba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard. Oh my God. And then Colston Loveland over 2.5 receptions. These are the type of plays, by the way, that the lawmakers are going to outlaw. These like low 8.5 yards. Everything that's been going on in these betting scandals, Brandon's leaning into that. So Big Chuck, he likes the Rams over with the Seahawks. Cooper Kupp now plays for the Seahawks, no longer the Rams. And Tyler Higbee over 22.5 receiving yards. He still does play, I believe, for the Rams. Now, yes, I'm hot right now. Yes, producer man can feel that, but not nearly as hot as I was when I go in and I'm kind of the last line of defense here at Coaching Company. If there has to be a decision made, it comes down on my shoulders. And guys, I was so happy when everybody sent in plays. I felt like a team, felt like, hey, we're in it. Everybody gets it. And then I go, does anybody watch the show? Does anybody listen to me every day say, hey, we had a rough month, a lot of 500. So, Raphael, if we had a rough month picks-wise, what would be the number one thing you would not do in order to get back going in a winning direction?
Parlays, and that one word, parlay.
Interesting that you would say that. I didn't even know what your answer was going to be. However, I know we have a third screen that Mikey P has prepared. And when I saw this one, yes, now would be the time. Now would be the time. Now would be the time. Oh, my God. The Zenometer just busted because of no less than 5. And producer man is one of them. What are we doing? A money line parlay on the Bears, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Lions? Mikey P.
Oh, my.
I try to stay out of it. But when producer man is throwing in a parlay, I know that literally I've lost all. Yeah, busted again. Oh, my God. The Zenometer is so popular.
Coach, I know you like to say we've had a kiss your sister type of day after day after day.
Yes.
When we do that, following what we've been having, I guess we're just kissing cousins at this point because I don't know why we're doing parlays. Producer man, I didn't say, hey, producer man, like we've got all these parlays coming in. You should put one in as well. He just added to the fun. So what a great day it's been.
Hey, now this is fun. If we're just looking for fun, this is fun. But Raphael, taking the fun part out of it, if we actually want to cash one of these parlays, and you're my guy, you take your emotion out of it all the time. Look at these 5, and you tell me which one, if you had to, you would play.
I think the most interesting one is probably Brandon, about all the ones that can probably, if you read the NFL script, I can see that one happening. The field goals, it's so hard when the NFL, there's a lot of wind in a lot of games today. So I kind of want to throw that one out there. But yeah, I'm trying to be realistic, trying to be positive on this, but I look at it from a guy that was in meetings on Mondays and seeing the reports of parlays come in. And yes, you hit them out once in a while. Yes, congratulations. I know I made fun of the weekend waivers one show and then they hit that one the night of. Congratulations. But if you track them all year long, you're going to realize parlays don't pay off.
I think we need to label this screen every week because I never want to tell anybody what they can and cannot do. But it is my show. And maybe we should tag this just for fun or something so there's a public service announcement from me that tells people that find our show on a Sunday, oh, they get giving out 6 parlays all the time. That's not a show that we want to be. But if you like to play parlays, here are 5 different ones at your disposal. Have a great time. And let us know if any of them win.
Sprinkle pizza money parlays.
Yeah, just a little sprinkle. Just like a 0.1 unit. God, I hate when they say 1 unit, 2. It's my 4-unit play. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, Mikey.
Yes,
So you did fix the graphic in real time.
I did.
I thought that was I thought that was producer man.
I mean, he should get all credit no matter what, because without
No,
producer
no,
man,
no, no. I will apologize publicly. I can admit when I am wrong.
you know who needs to apologize publicly?
All 5 of these guys that sent what? No,
No,
really. Go
this
ahead.
guy right upstairs. How
Why?
are you on a show with a guy who's a born bled Chiefs fan and then a Bears fan, and you take 5 parlays and you go with the Lions and Broncos parlay? Raphael, what are we doing?
I'm just reading the NFL script. I'm not reading
Fair.
fandom. I'm not reading Kiss Up Mountain. I'm just reading. If you're looking for value and if you look at scenarios of playoffs and how the schedule is going on, I looked at those two.
This guy.
I back up Mikey P. What are we doing? I just realized what he did. I got so many things going on in my head right now. I couldn't even focus on that parlay. Brandon, I know you're watching right now. Dead to me. Dead to me. Broncos on the money line? What are we doing?
What is the betting public doing all morning that I said? They're betting the Kansas City Chiefs. What does
Yeah.
the public do and when they keep on doing the same thing? Do they win or lose? Last time I checked, those Vegas lights are always on.
I will say this, that I know like you and Zeno, and anybody that's been in the business a long time, they love to use I'm going to go opposite of the public. That drives me insane. I don't know why it's a thing, why it's ever been a thing, but for some reason, those who do this business for a living or shows, they always, why is that a thing? Why do you guys love to say that?
Perfect example. Yesterday, 6 games that had the most tickets written went 1-5. The only one that covered was Georgia, Notre Dame. I mean, that's Alabama. Can't think of some other ones, but 1-5. You always, if you kind of look at it and then look at where the line movement is. Say some teams may have a lot of tickets written, but no line movement. But if you have a lot of tickets written and there is line movement, usually fade that.
Okay. I'll take it. I'm always here to learn. All right. So all of our best bets are out there. The fun parlays are out there. But we also here on the show like to break down the games a little bit farther, the big games of the day. And I'm kind of labeling this day and this week, guys, the rubber meets the road week. That you're going to see teams either get eliminated or you're going to see teams really take a gigantic step forward. So game number 1 today, and this is a big one for both teams because I think both teams don't know what their identity is. And Mikey, I'll let you start here because the Bucs, they're fighting the injury bug. They still won without Mike Evans, but they're not nearly as strong perception-wise without Mike Evans. And then you got the other side of the Buffalo Bills. They're coming off an atrocious outing against the Miami Dolphins. So now not only are they not in line for the number 1 seed, boys, they're not in line for their own division, a full game and a half back. If they lose today, there'll be 2 full games back of the New England Patriots with a game still to be played against them. This is a huge line. And obviously the spread is 6, not 13. But if it was 13, I think I'd probably take the Bucs. Mikey, start with you. Is this number correct? The actual real one.
No, the graphic is not correct, and that's on me. But I was getting everyone's parlays put up. Coach, I know you said you'd probably take the Bucs if it was 13. I'm going to take the Bucs here at +6. I think they have to fight the Buffalo Bills on this one. I don't believe in the Buffalo Bills right now. I don't believe they know what team they are. I don't believe they know how to win games easily anymore. And the only game that has really turned me off to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year was the Detroit Lions beating them down on Monday Night Football. So I like the Buccaneers to cover, if not win this game, as Buffalo continues to free fall.
All right, very good. By the way, people believe in producer man. Kimberly, our chat queen, just said that she used a bonus bet to play his parlay, moneyline parlay, which I believe would go against one of my picks. So, Kimberly, we're at odds today. I'd have to look at that parlay one more time, but I know there was one game on there that I didn't agree with. Raphael, let me come over to you. Do you also not believe in the Buffalo Bills right now, the way they're playing?
I'm sticking with what I said earlier, that the window is completely closed with Buffalo. And Mikey, 15 minutes ago, 6.5s have been popping up. So I would say we could get that 6.5 and they can easily win this outright with weather involved. Yes, I know Buffalo plays in weather, but anything can happen for both teams when weather is involved, especially wind. I like the plus 6.5 now since I think everyone's going to probably move in the next 15 minutes. Grab the 6.5. I think Tampa Bay can cover, but Tampa Bay can also win.
How do we feel about the rushing yards here for Josh Allen? Because he used to be an auto with Mahomes, with Lamar Jackson. And then as they've kind of moved away from that and tried to, I think, bake in his running into whatever game plan is going to be. Mikey, do you like him with his legs today? Because this feels like a very similar game to the Chiefs. This is a must win for the Bills.
I think I like both quarterbacks with their legs today, but Josh Allen's going to have to get it done. So I believe I do like Josh Allen's legs, but I would look at both numbers for Baker and Josh Allen, maybe play each of them separately. But you're right, Coach. If you're going to have to win this game and you're the Buffalo Bills, you're going to have to see Josh Allen use his legs. And, oh, by the way, James Cook as well.
A lot today. A lot today. But you and Big Tommy C, you got a little synergy today. So that is good. Now, out west, because today there are 7 games at 1 o'clock. There are 2 at 4:05, 2 at 4:25, because there's only 2 bye teams this week. It's only the Colts and the Saints. Make sense to me, but whatever. We just deal with what's in front of us. So the Seahawks and the Rams, they're one of the 4:05 games, and I absolutely cannot. I think this could be the game of the day. I really do. You got 2 red hot teams. You've got 2 red hot quarterbacks. You've got a total of 48.5. Big Chuck loves the total, depending on what your book has. Raphael, let's start with that, because I feel like between these 2 teams and the way they've been playing, this would seem like a lock, but sometimes 2 plus 2 does not always equal 4.
This game seems like whoever wins is going to represent the NFC, I think, this year, just because they play both good ball on both sides, defense and offense. Rams play really good on defense, but they also have Stafford at offense. Seahawks, we all knew they were coming in this season with a good defense. I think we're all really surprised on how well their offense has produced points game after game. So this one's a toss-up. I lean towards the home team just because the way Stafford has been playing. He has been outstanding, not being talked about enough. We always want to talk about Patrick Mahomes and Sam Darnold, what he's done in Seattle, and all these other quarterbacks of Allen. But I think we should be talking about, I think, maybe the true MVP right now, Matthew Stafford.
And we forget that a year ago, guys, they were really good too. So this is not just a pop-up, but they got hurt by injuries, and that was what ultimately derailed them. And this year, that could be the same thing. Puka missed a little bit of time. He's back. He's a guy that's turned into the new Cooper Kupp. It's 10 or more catches almost every single game, Mikey, for this guy when he is healthy. I don't know where I lean. That's why I think I'm going to go with Chuck and play the over. What's your take on this one?
I really like the Rams in this game. I know the Seahawks are coming off one of the greatest defensive performances we've seen this season, if not the last few seasons. DeMarcus Lawrence getting 2 touchdowns on fumble recoveries in the first quarter. What a performance by the Seahawks defense. But they were playing the Cardinals. So Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams are a whole different beast. Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, you just talked about him. And this Rams defense, they also play very, very well. And Raphael's right. Matthew Stafford is the number 2 on my ladder for the MVP race. I still have Drake May number 1, but Matthew Stafford can leapfrog him with a big performance today, and I think he will.
I have a hard time believing that the OG voters are going to give it to a second-year quarterback. I know he's the favorite. I just have a really hard time believing that, because his numbers don't blow you out of the water. He wins. Drake May wins, but he's not throwing for 300 plus every single week. So Matthew Stafford is. So, but again, he's a West Coast guy. You don't get all their games. So there's a lot of arguments to be made for both guys. Again, this is at 4:05 Eastern time today. Let's stay in the NFC West, because not only do we have 2 teams, by the way, Washington missed field goal. So the Dolphins have the ball back, 7.5 to go in the second quarter in Madrid. 6-3 Miami is ahead in that one. All right, so the Rams and the Seahawks are tied with the Eagles for the best record in the NFC. We know there's only one bye. The team that has been in line for that the last several years has been the 49ers. They have a new look. They got rid of a lot of players, but they still have their core. But Brock Purdy, Mikey, has been unable to stay on the field. Mac Jones has been a quality backup, but as we look at it right now, they are 6-4. So you talk about a must win, but is the very multi-personality driven Cardinals the team you want to play when you need a must win?
No, I am riding on the San Francisco 49ers easily in this one. Brock Purdy is back. And it's not just Brock Purdy. Ricky Pearsall, their first round wide receiver, he's back today as well. We haven't seen him all season. So I really believe that this 49ers offense, it's not about rust or getting over injuries. It's Kyle Shanahan's offense. I believe they'll get rolling really quickly. I believe Brock Purdy will show why he was paid that bag that he received. I think the 49ers roll through the Cardinals today.
At 3.5, it feels like, Raphael, I should just buy that half point down just to secure it a little bit. But I don't see a scenario like Mikey that the 49ers don't win by at least 3.5.
Yeah, I can see this number drop, and you don't have to spend the money on buying a half a point. It wouldn't shock me if we see a solid 3, because I just think people are like, oh, who's playing and who's not playing for San Francisco? I'm going to take the Cardinals, even though I don't trust all the injuries on the other side. So I think if you wait, you can maybe get that 3. I don't see it going to 4. So if you wait, you're not going to get penalized because it's going to move to 4.
Why does the hook just, it's like a blinking red light for me? Like 3 looks okay, I could play it. 3.5 just doesn't, you know?
And
I
a half a
don't know.
point usually doesn't fade. It doesn't usually result in the final. That's in like 7 out of the last 10 games.
I
But
know. I know you're right.
it's just a blinking light, and I agree with
Yeah.
it. I hate it.
Oh, I know it doesn't, but in my mind, I remember the ones that do. Like
Oh, yeah.
yesterday, Coastal Carolina had them at 4.5. It was 45-40. I was like, man, I can double dip. I had the over, and I had Coastal Carolina. They lose by 5. You're like, oh, damn it. That's what I remember. I'm not going to remember the time that I blew somebody out by 28, giving 4.5 or getting 4.5. You guys see my point. All right, the final featured game today, because we will have a not a premium show, a nighttime show tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. As of right now, Mikey P will be in the host chair. If I get back in time from JJ's golf tournament, I will be on the show as well. But late game today, and this, who would have known when the schedule came out that week 11, the Chiefs would be in a must-win situation, and the Broncos at home getting points would be in line for the number 1 seed. Is this a passing of the torch? Is the Chiefs' time with being at the top, is it over? Mikey, I'm going to ask you first, because as Raphael said, this number continues to move in favor of the Broncos at home. The live numbers there make it make sense.
I think the Chiefs are a team that is the overall better team. Let's not forget the last time we saw the Broncos, they put up 10 points against the Raiders. I can trust their defense. But if I have to pick Patrick Mahomes against the Broncos defense or the Broncos offense against the Chiefs defense, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes all day long. So I'm here on the Chiefs. I like them to win by at least a touchdown, and I think the AFC West gets a lot more interesting after this game.
I do too. I'm kind of hoping Jacksonville does a little something against the Chargers. That's my own fandom. But for this, when you're down multiple games, Raphael, best case scenario for the Chiefs is you get multiple games against the team in front of you. They have that. And they still have a game against the Chargers. So right now, the Chiefs are very much in control of this division, regardless of what the records say right now.
You got 2 teams that's going to be looking for 2 different storylines this game. You figure if you're the Chiefs, you want to score and score quickly. If you're Denver, you want an ugly, ugly game, field goals, sacks, just an ugly under game. And I think that's how Denver needs to win. If we see Kansas City put up 7 points quickly, or if the halftime 20 plus or more at a halftime score, Kansas City blows them out. There's no way Denver can go toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes in that offense. But if it's an ugly 7-3 halftime game, Denver's in it.
Now I feel like what you talk about with the public. I feel like the whole public went, and my heart is just ripping out of my chest right now, because I want everything to believe what you guys are saying. Right now, the Chiefs, I don't like this number at all. I would not play this number straight. I would not play this game at all. That's just me. Is this a stay away for you, Mikey? Because this number, if it goes to 5, God forbid, I don't even know what the public would do. But that tells me that they're continuing to believe that the Chiefs are going to win by at least and I'm not even saying this on purpose, 5, 6, or 7. It's ridiculous how many times that comes up. I wasn't even saying it because of that, but you see my point. This almost feels like a stay away to me right now.
Not for me, Coach, because
Wow,
I really do believe the Chiefs win by at least a touchdown. Bo Nix and that offense, when you have a high-powered offense like the Chiefs have, and you could put up points in a hurry, and then you have Bo Nix who's praying to find points, I just think that the Chiefs can easily win this game by a touchdown. I don't know about the 45, but I do like the Chiefs here with the points.
All right.
The live bet for me. I mean, if you're looking
Yeah.
to bet the Chiefs, you had 3 on Monday. You had when his first number, it was 2, like over a week ago. Why would you lay the 4.5? Granted, yes, your numbers. Oh, I think they can win by a touchdown, but you're still laying a bad number. Live bet it. Maybe Denver puts a field goal in, then you can maybe get a pick 'em or something like that. I would live bet this.
If only there was a show that did a look ahead NFL every Tuesday to beat numbers in certain games. Oh, interesting. We do that. And we did that with this game. That's why you got to watch every single day. You could have got this number 1.5 better 5 days ago. But if you didn't, listen to my guys. We'll see what they do. We are not going to do the Sunday night game because we're going to be here for Sunday Night Football. Could be one of the best of the year. Certainly pivotal in the world of the NFC. The Lions on the road at the 7-2 Eagles. And right now, Detroit's at 6-3. The Bears are at 63. So, Mikey, we got to wrap the show up with this. You have a chance at the end of the day. I don't know the last time you were in first place all by yourself, but we have that opportunity. And in Chicago on November 16th, 2025, where do we go with that?
The last time the Bears had sole possession of first place, 2018. So, yes, 7 years later, and they've only made the playoffs twice since 2010, I might add. I am going to celebrate November 16th, 2025, like it's 1985 if we can come out victorious and the Lions lose. Raphael, don't shake your head. All right, I don't know what winning is like, Raphael. Let me have my moment, Raphael. All right, I don't need you sitting there. You're gonna blow my Zenometer here in a second. I'm gonna
You were
enjoy.
born in 1985.
Doesn't matter. I went back to the future.
If you guys didn't notice, I'm doing the Super Bowl shuffle right now.
Walter Payton had no rhythm in that video.
No rhythm whatsoever.
This guy's talking about rhythm. Raphael, where's your rhythm?
There's no music. I can't dance with no music.
Whoa. Zenometer. And right now, but it makes me feel pretty good right now. Wow.
With the doctor's office.
Raphael, I mean, we're seeing in real time his emotions on a day where, you're catching strays for what reason? You're also a Chicago native.
He should have referenced like Rex Grossman taking him to the Super Bowl, not 1985 when he wasn't even born. Reference Rex Grossman taking the Bears to a Super Bowl.
Wow.
So when I talk about a win, I should talk about a loss. I'm looking forward to a win today.
He brought you to the chip. Rex Grossman did. I mean, you were born then.
He brought you to the what?
I said chip. I said chip that time. I catch myself all the time because of you. You're in my head.
All right. Well, we'll find out tonight in a couple of ways.
I do like the Bears today.
You do like the Bears today?
Yeah, I do like the Bears today.
So you obviously like my teaser then. Chicago. I have Chicago and the Lions on my teaser today. So that's a 1:00 game, and the Lions are playing Sunday night. So, my guess is if the Bears lose bad today, that the nighttime show is kind of up in the air, depending on me.
I might have to do a wellness check on me.
Are you good? Are you good? I think we sleep a little bit on Minnesota too. I mean, we're talking about the Bears, first place, all that, but the Vikings have shown, even though they're 4-5, that they can play good football in certain weeks, Mikey. So we can't overlook this team by any stretch of the imagination.
I may go as far as to say I like Minnesota's momentum moving forward more than I like Green Bay's. They just continue to slip, and Tucker Kraft being gone. So, yeah, no, the Vikings have already beaten Chicago once this year. I'm definitely not thinking that this is an easy game. And the way Minnesota's playing with J.J. McCarthy, I really like their momentum. However, Vikings will be without their top pass rusher, Jonathan Greenard, in this game and their starting centers. So, opportunity is there.
I think J.J. McCarthy rushing yards over. The Bears give up a lot of yards to mobile quarterbacks. I think J.J. McCarthy's rushing over, and maybe rushing attempts too.
Really? What did they, just real quick, just for my own education, he ran for 48 yards last week. J.J. McCarthy, 5 for 48, and he threw for 248. So you might be spot on there, Rafi. Good job by you. He had a 26-yard scramble last week. Something to think about. All right, boys, you guys know daddy duties come first. Everything else comes second. So we got to recap our best bets, and I got to get the hell out of Dodge. So, Raphael, 10 seconds or less, 1 or 2 nuggets is all that we need. Start me off. What do you got today?
Family always comes first. That's why we're taking the Chargers team total over 23.5. We'll lay the 3 nickels. Easy number. This one's going to go probably 24.5 by kickoff. Give me Matthew Stafford under 37.5 passing attempts. This one has hit 7 of his last games this year. And then give me Patrick Mahomes, Old Faithful, over 24.5 rushing yards at -115. Has hit this 6 out of his last 9 games.
They refuse to put a 3 next to his name when it comes to running. They just refuse to do it. All right, I'm going to go next. If you're going to cash with the coach, I'm on a 12-4 heater. I'm hitting 75% this week. I love the Giants today, getting 7 against Green Bay, a team that has scored 10 and 10 the last couple of weeks. They can't even score. The Giants still play. Last week, they had the Bears on the ropes, up 10 in that game. So I think the Giants could easily stay within 7 today. And then give me my teaser, Lions plus 8.5 against the Eagles, Bears plus 8.5 against the Vikings. I think both teams could win this on the field. So you give me 8.5. I love it at -120. Mikey P, go.
Give me the Bears on the money line. It's a fight for first place. I like Chicago to get the revenge against Minnesota. Baker Mayfield, if the Bucs want any chance to compete with the Buffalo Bills, over 1.5 passing touchdowns, they're going to need it. And then give me the Rams team total over 26.5, taking on a respectable Seahawks defense, but one I think Matthew Stafford can take advantage of. And then Patrick Mahomes, no Isaiah Pacheco in this game, so give me Mahomes over 297.5 pass and rushing yards.
By the way, real quick, do you know who just got recognized at the commercial break in the Madrid game? The Spanish women's national flag football team. Didn't know that. Yeah, interesting. I didn't know they had that. I didn't know they had it. But we know flag football is going to be a part of the Olympics now. On the men and women too, I would imagine.
Yes.
I'm assuming. Can you imagine? Hey, we're just going to do the men? No. One of these days on a podcast, I'm going to tell you one of the funniest stories between a female football player and a male potential Hall of Famer. That's going to be one of the craziest stories you've ever heard. So that's a little tease, just a little tease for a future show. All right, we're going to throw up the picks from the rest of the crew. Take a screenshot. You don't have to play all of them. We're not telling you to play 25 different bets. Use the one that you like. You see 4 kicker props from DG. Marky Model loves Tez Johnson today. Over there at JTS, they've been really hot lately. I do not. Coach's challenge, if I was doing it, I'm not. I do not like the over in that game, but his model does, so he plays it, and that's what he's allowed to do. Big Tommy C, love when he weighs in. Tampa getting the 6 against Buffalo, and James Cook receiving yards 15 plus at plus money. Brandon has 3 straight plays. Merritt, Hubbard, Loveland, and our man Big Chuck, or as we like to call him, the cash register, Seahawks Rams over. That's where I'm leaning to. Cooper Kupp now with the Seahawks, Tyler Higbee with the Rams. And just for fun, if you are a parlay bettor and you like parlays, my guys have you covered today, too. Here are the parlays that the crew sent in. We're going to rename this just for fun every single week. So take a screenshot of that and producer man picking the Chiefs. My heart is beating. Bills, Bears. So Mikey P, producer man, on our good list. Brandon, not on our good list. Yes?
Absolutely. I'm going to give credit to young Peyton. I really like that Bills Rams play as well. Again, if Buffalo can figure out their offense, I think both teams can really win.
I'll be honest. I think the Bills find it today, and it's in Buffalo. And my gut tells me it's going to be one of those games where the Bills come out and just run. I mean, run it right down their throats. And I think the Bills, I could see this game getting out of hand. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong for the show. But we have people on the Bills side. We have people on the Bucs side. It just feels like a Bills game to me. So
You
I
know all
like
those
having the
parlays are
Bills.
going to cash today, right? You know all those parlays are going to hit
Every
today,
single
right?
one. Every
Everyone.
single one.
Just
Yeah.
want to make sure
we
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we're all on the same page. All right. Final take time, and then we'll see you guys tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Mikey, start us off.
Well, you guys know I love my Chicago Bears, but I'm not going to focus on that. We've got some very, very pivotal games in the NFC West. I think the Rams-Seahawks game is really that game that's flying under the radar. I know these networks have to choose, in which games they're going to. I would have loved to see Tom Brady and that Fox A team on this game, not the Bears and Minnesota Vikings game. I think the public is overlooking this game, and I think Rams-Seahawks will deliver.
I do too. And I like that it's a 405 and it's opposite the other two teams in their division. It feels like week 18 to me with the way the schedule is today. It kind of feels that way. Raphael, final take, go.
Normally the late games only has one really good game and you can't wait to watch it. This week we have two really, really good games. Couldn't one of them replace the Cowboys on Monday Night Football? That's all I'm saying, but I'm excited for the two late games. I think the Bears-Minnesota game could be the sleeper of the best game on the board.
I agree. And also playing at 425, getting lost in the shuffle a little bit, the Ravens. They're also in a position where they cannot
How
lose.
about the Ravens game?
Right? Forgot about it. They're playing the Browns. Playing the Browns at 425. So there are 4 games after 4 o'clock today. So a lot to talk about on the 7:30 show tonight. And finally, because we like to celebrate small little advances in our world. And one of the hardest things to do in the media space is to build a YouTube page. But we have just gone over 700 in just 5 months, 6 months, and we're not even a YouTube show. And because of all of you and all the extra content that we do, you guys have found us. Producer Man is doing a lot of different little funky little things to get us in front of a bigger audience. But I wanted to say thank you today because not only on the Coach and Company side, but on the Coach and Bro and BTT side, we're well over 21,000 subs now. We've added over 250 this week, just this week.
That's crazy.
Because of all of you. It's crazy. 250 this week. So you guys are absolutely amazing and we'll continue to grow. We're only in year one. We're going to be here for the next 30 damn years. I promise you that. All right, gentlemen, well done. Good luck today on all of your plays. I, as always, will lead by example and cash my tickets. Producer Man, you know what time it is. Give me my one shot. It is now time for all of you to go out into the world. For you to pray for my son to have a good day on the golf course, for you to cash your tickets so we can come back together tonight with a big old fat smile on all of our faces. And remember this, there is only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Sunday tickets straight to the pay window. My entire team, damn it, do I love them all. My numbers guy, Rafael Esparza, Mikey P from SureDog USA. And behind the scenes, always ready, the itchy trigger finger on the Zenometer is Producer Man. And I am simply the coach. Trying to keep this train on said track we grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about. Go Chiefs right here at Coach and Company. We'll see you tonight.